What's going on? Real reviews here, and this is Shadow Ninja, next to JC. And you might have seen the title, I'm like, what the hell is this? We just recorded a recaps of all the Spider-Man movies regarding the trilogies. We broke it down in 3 different videos, covering 3 different trilogies so far. And then at the end of our last one, we will be seeing at, Thursday we said? Talk about this theory I brought about, which is the main topic of this video, because we're gonna go a little bit more in depth into it. We'll keep it a little short, but broke down reasons why the X-Men are gonna be appearing in this movie, and not just new versions of the X-Men. We're talking the original X-Men from the original movies we saw in 2000. Now, I'll start off in saying why. We talked about this, and I did convincing on him. But the final battle seemingly in this movie is taking place in the Statue of Liberty. If any of you guys seen, Statue of Liberty anywhere else in superhero movies, that is the first X-Men movie. There's a final battle there as well between the X-Men and then Magneto's crew and everything. When Doctor Strange is saying I can't hold them all back, I wouldn't be surprised if there's like intertwining moments of Spider-Man swinging and next thing you know he's in that universe and then he comes back. Yeah. Or like maybe Hugh Jackman and someone are fighting and you see the swing. And maybe when he swings, he strikes at Lizard. I don't know. Like, I don't know. But it's a very compelling thing, and I would not be surprised about it. This movie's supposed to be insane, so that makes sense. Yeah, and then you have some little real world noticings that I didn't know about. So
the top selling comic, and I'll try to find a different link. I'm gonna send it to him now. The top selling comic across the United States in July of 2021, I don't know what it is now. The top selling comic was X-Men issue 1. And the comic that released today on the Vive app, which you could buy NFTs and stuff, they released it today out of all days. X-Men issue 1. And they only released 30,000 copies. They made it super limited. They're usually like 75,000, 100,000. This was 30,000 copies. And why would they do that? Is there something that we don't know that the higher ups know? I mean, him bringing up this theory, me knowing about the comic part of it, I'm like, yo, this could be something happening here.
It does make sense. It does make sense.
And we'll pop up the comics, you see which one we're talking about, and I'll show you like the list or whatever. I think we're gonna see the X-Men. I mean, that is our reasoning. There's no, we can't like elaborate more. He brought it up.
It just makes sense that if the most random crazy moments were to happen, which it seems to be in this movie, that the template of what's going on, anything could happen, and it doesn't need to make sense because it doesn't have to make sense. Crazy stuff's already happening. This movie is said to be a thing, and if you're having the final fight in the Statue of Liberty and Doctor Strange in that moment saying I can't hold them all in, they're coming in. It's not the villains, I don't think. I don't know how it will be the villains. Maybe it is, but I don't know. We could be wrong. It could be the villains themselves. But that moment, and they highlighted it multiple times, something big is happening in that moment, and I don't think it's the villains. And if it was the villains, I think that's kind of disappointing. Again, it's a crazy theory, but it's very convincing. If the way that things are breaking down, and the way they're doing this, anything can really happen.
Maybe you're not the only one that has thought of this. Maybe it's like the hardcore fans that thought of it, because there's a reason why that comic is the best-selling comic. There's a reason why.
I mean, it's the first.
It's
X-Men's
number one.
Popular, but yeah, it's something that I don't think many people were talking about, and a lot of people would go absolutely bananas if you saw Hugh Jackman one more time as Wolverine. It doesn't have to confirm he's going to be Wolverine for the future, but just getting a glimpse of him again is always going to be an immaculate spectacle. Like, he's a great Wolverine. If we see Magneto again, like, I mean, why not? I love Magneto.
I like the new Magneto.
Yeah, Michael Fassbender's Magneto is also good, but I think Ian something, I think his name is. He played Gandalf as well, Lord of the Rings. But it's guys, again, you can make any theory up in anything, especially from trailers. But this one has a lot of evidence. We know that something big's going on. The actors, I mean, you can say, oh, it's the actors trying to hype up their movie. I mean, yes, but it's also Tom Holland. The dude says something, he kind of says something, he kind of means it, generally. Like, and reviews are going out, I'm not checking them out, but if there's big surprises, that could be one of them. And everyone will go nuts. because we know that means that X-Men are coming in the future. Not that X-Men, but we know that, okay, the MCU is aware of this property. You could throw a tinfoil hat at me if you want. I'm fine with it. But I'm going in that movie, and I'm going to not be surprised if there's X-Men. My jaw will still drop as hard, but I'll actually be a little bit surprised if there aren't X-Men in the movie. Don't kill me.
I'll take it. Look, the comic thing is what you saying it, and me looking at the comic sales, it kind of confirmed that. Looking at the comic drop, these things are correlated. These things are correlated sometimes. So, like Young Avengers, right? That's a top selling comic now. Like you telling me Hawkeye is gonna hang it up to give it to the new one. That's all part of
it lines up. It lines up. You know.
Yeah. So
and then Spider-Man.
There's a reason why. The guys that know about this are the guys that do collect this for passion. And these guys, they make a lot of money collecting this, and they know what's going on. So the fact is, top selling. There's a reason why. So that's it. That's our crazy theory. I think crazy. I don't know if anyone's else done a video on it, but when he mentioned it and I saw the sales, I'm like, no, we got to talk about it.
Yeah, we got to talk about this. We got to talk because we got to mark this day, that 12/14/2021, that we made a video predicting this. If it happens,
it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny because
again,
I
didn't. Again, this is not an originally theory from me.
I'll tell you something.
I've heard this, barely from people, and it's not even convincing really by most people. But the one person I know, we had a conversation. He's like, "Yo, man, I really, really do think that we could see X-Men because of the final battle," and that's the only point and the only evidence we really have for this. And it's Doctor Strange saying, "I can't stop them; they're all coming in." So take that as you want. You think we're wrong? Let us know if you guys see the movie, and then say, "Yo, you were so wrong." Tell us after Friday, please, because I want to. I want to
look. I know this is a movie prediction, is outlandish, but I had a crazy prediction myself, and I'm going to tell you the date of this prediction, and I have video proof of it as well, and I am proud. Before we go, I just got to tell you, I know it's titled Baseball. But I have it right here. On March 17th of 2021, do you know who I predicted was going to be the AL MVP? And I have it is documented here.
No.
Shohei Ohtani. I said he was going to win the MVP on March 17th. I'm just saying. So I've gotten crazy predictions right in the past.
But it's not like before. But baseball related, that's not too outlandish because of his position and what he can do. So if he even did an above average season, you were pretty. Your odds were in your favor on that one.
Just look at the description of the video of when we're done. That just personal, whatever. But yes, X-Men are coming out in No Way Home. We're gonna see it happen. It's gonna happen. It's crazy. It's gonna shock everybody, and it's happening. It's 100% happening.
If I'm wrong and you use me as your evidence of submitting it, why it was gonna happen, and you feel disappointed, guess what? I'm sorry. I don't know to tell you. But
you're not wrong because I think we're gonna see X-Men join the MCU, I think, and this is one way. If the X-Men join, you know what that confirms too? Deadpool is coming sometime in the future,
and which we know of. I mean, that's another thing. What if Deadpool makes a cameo in the background? It's entirely possible. Ryan Reynolds has already been talking to Marvel Studios. They're already working on Deadpool 3. We know that.
It's happening. Okay?
We'll leave it there.
It's happening.
We'll leave it there.
Leave it there. Hope you guys enjoyed this crazy theory video that I don't think many people have had a theory on, but we have it here. So you heard it here. 12/14/2021, 3:36. We probably started this at like 3:20 something, and we said it first. So,
Yep.
Oh man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. All right. Leave a like, comment, and sub. JC Fitness Gamers, Lord Shadow Ninja. Everything in the description. So hope you guys enjoyed it all. Comment and sub, man. Leave a like.